I'm going to move to another foreign policy question here. And maybe Don can use part of his answer to respond to welfare reform.
You think? Reverse.
Oh, right. Anyway, here's my question. The Obama administration says Egypt is on its way back to democracy and wants to resume military aid. Do you agree with the administration's position, or would you seek to block aid unless Egypt takes additional steps to release political prisoners and foster a more open society?
Again, I want us to live up to what we say that we're going to do. Egypt is an important part of the world. Their relationship with us is important, but I stand with the president and would agree that we should move forward and honor the commitments that we've made and what Egypt says that they will do.
I think it is complicated. You know, my instinct is that we block aid, but not, you know, I've been very concerned the last couple of weeks in what they've done in Egypt with the mass convictions, basically without trial, and with the mass condemnations of death, without individual trial, without defense. And I think we have to stand up and say, this is wrong, there has to be a consequence, we must punish the Egyptians for it. But I also think we have to be aware of the role that Egypt plays in Israel's security, the role that we have with Egypt in just trying to make sure that the Middle East is peaceful. Not oil, but human rights across all of that. I think that we need to make a very strong statement now. And so my instinct is to say, yes, let's block the support. While they're, you know, one of the reasons why we looked the other way, which I didn't disagree when they ousted Morsi, was because Morsi was democratically elected even though he was overthrowing the Constitution. So we said, well, maybe the dictators will be better. Doesn't seem like they're better.
I can't support new aid to Egypt while there's human rights violations by the interim government. It's wrong to stifle free speech. It's outrageous to detain and imprison journalists. We should be calling for the release of political prisoners, especially the Al Jazeera journalists. Freedom of speech is fundamental for democracy, and the path that Egypt is heading down is dangerous. What we should be doing is setting up a path for increased exchanges with Egypt, encouraging good behavior, but not by giving aid for this kind of bad and outrageous behavior.